Yo, guys, sorry you already know that today we're back playing some more Raging Loop. We are in the middle of a feast. I actually forgot exactly where we were, but I think we're trying to decide who to hang. I think we're in a little bit of danger, but not immediate danger. I don't know, we'll see. Let's just keep letting it play out and get going. Lynching Mako-chan. Everyone slowly looked at the girl. Huh? He wasn't wrong. It was hard to accept, but yeah. But it was also something we wolves would have to do to emerge victorious. Uh-oh. Also, if we had her die this feast, we could have Kaori-san with us for another day. No, that wasn't good. Kaori-san had to die today. Right, because, like, part of the plan is, like, making sure that Kaori is, like, dead. Me and Haru need that, for sure. But, oh, I don't know. She'd go out of control, and on top of that, if I didn't prove my legitimacy as a snake, Hashimoto's argument would see me killed tomorrow. Wait, there's nothing we would learn from killing the little girl. If she really is the Badger, the crow would only find out that she was human. The snake would reveal another one of us, but the truth would still be a mystery. Isn't that ultimately just putting off the same decision? Well, there's no guarantee that the snake would survive this night. In fact, it's very unlikely. Aren't we already in a situation where our fates are outside of our hands? No need to be pessimistic yet. The spider could still be alive. I see. If the spider protects Fusaishi-san, the snake would survive the night. We can hear what Hasan has to say tomorrow and decide whether to hang him then. It'd help Yoshi too, so maybe we really should hang Mako-chan. We never figured out who the spider is. Spider could be dead for all we know, because I feel like if the spider did speak up and was just like, hey, what if I don't protect the snake and then the snake still survives? Then what? I don't know. Maybe that's not exactly a good way to go about it, but, yeah. I feel like the spider has some amount of power, but maybe not. He was the only one, to whom today's vote would have a different meaning. He had a choice between believing the snake or Yudai Hashimoto and his mother. Wait, are you really going to kill this little girl? What's the difference at this point? Well, you've already killed 3 people. We don't even know why she's siding with the wolves. Should we try talking to her first? Mako, you must not believe the wolves. I hate you. Get a grip, Mako-chan. You're a human. If you side with the wolves, they will kill you. I won't die. Hey, Mako, will you really help the wolves? You big dummy. I couldn't get a read on her at all. Why was I the only one she was so antagonistic to? That's a great question. Crap, they could just believe me. Hanging Kaori Oribe would really remove a wolf. That would make me more trustworthy, since the crow would reveal his mother's identity and everyone would accept the tragic truth. Failure meant death. This wasn't a case of high risk, high reward. It was all or nothing, a matter of life and death. However, I really was out of options here. Allow me to suggest something. I was like, it was leading up as if we were going to get a choice. I was like, I don't think we have a choice right now. I'd already used up all the info I had and said everything I could. First, let's choose between whether we hang Mako or either Fusaishi-kun or Oribe-san. The former is a time extension, while the latter is a choice between victory and defeat. Keep that in mind when choosing. If the former wins, we simply do it, but if the latter wins, we vote on whether we hang Fusaishi-kun or Oribe-san. Wait, we can't vote for anyone else? If we let the vote spread out, the wolves could take control by voting together. We can't lose a single human right now. He didn't have to worry about that. After all, both suspects were wolves. However, his emphasis on how heavy the choice would be probably made everyone partial to hanging Mako. What was I to do next? How would I deal with the aftermath of killing Mako? Another thing, it's already kind of happening, but I think you should be in charge right now. If no one objects, certainly. As if anyone would. Then let's hold the first vote. Umatsu-san, if you please. Haruki-sama, the brush, please. I gave back to her. With that, I've been reduced to a mere suspect. Now, those who want to lynch Mako-chan, please. Wait. Oh, is she gonna, like, just go full, like, I quit, like, I'm gonna die? What is it, Kaori-san? You're all planning to hang Mako, aren't you? Everyone looked at each other. That was probably the consensus, but no one understood why she was asking that. Is there a problem with that? That just won't do. I won't be able to die. Ooh, there we go. Kaori's going crazy in a direction that might favor us. Crap. Oh gosh. A moment later, she jumped up to face Yoshitsugu-kun. Uh-oh. Then I'll kill Yoshitsugu. She then extended her hands before her. Huh, what? Die like Yasunaga did. She reached for her son's neck. The next moment, she was blown away. Hashimoto tackled her as fast as he could. Oh my gosh, that was probably rough. Getting tackled by him, that's gonna hurt. It was incomparable to Takumi-san's tackle from last time. The weight momentum was on a whole nother level. Do you do sumo? American football. Smart, charismatic, and strong, huh? Guys had no weaknesses at all. But, Mom, hey, what are you doing to her? Get away, you fool. Huh? Kakusan, get the rope. I'll hold her down. Everyone was calm. They all methodically handled the sudden threat. They were, like, prepared for it, almost. Kaori Oribe lost consciousness and was tied up. Everyone started the vote without her. The only one who voted to hang Mako was Yoshitsugu Oribe. Thus, we moved on to the final vote. See? So her going crazy got us to what we needed, which was her to die, so that way we don't have to worry about that. And then Yoshitsugu can confirm the identity tomorrow, and we'll at least have some legitimacy behind us. Hashimoto probably still won't believe us, and is probably going to still try and get us out, but we might be able to sway everybody else. We'll see. Haruaki Fusaishi only got votes from Yoshitsugu, Oribe, and Meiko. Kaori Oribe got the remaining 7. Everyone calmly decided to lynch Kaori Oribe. There we go. Yoshitsugu, please, I beg you, die with me. She wailed those and similar things all the way to the hanging pine. Tackle left her with a few broken bones and dislocated joints, so she couldn't stand by herself anymore. A single tackle broke multiple bones? That's insane. Thus, Hashimoto-san had to carry her under his arm. Yoshitsugu-kun was with us too, but only because Haruchan was dragging him along. He looked up like his soul had left his body. It seemed like he wanted to avoid looking into her eyes or hearing her voice. As somebody who puts something like this on Fusaishi-kun, I have to take responsibility. Kaori Oribe-san, I'm sorry for making this so hard for you. Yoshitsugu. With the noose on her neck, right before she was starting to miss. She stopped screaming and looked at me. There was no madness in her eyes. Her mind was clear. Oh no, what is she gonna say? I felt like that was her way of telling me to fulfill my promise. Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna, like, cut to her face and she was gonna say something creepy. A fall. A quiet shriek. Oh dear. I killed a person. He made that simple and extremely belated observation. The son, now both an orphan and an only child, collapsed to his knees. That's rough for him, Kaori-san. She kept her promise. Most of that? No, all of it may have been an act. If she hadn't done that, it was likely that Meiko would have been hanged. And tomorrow, it would have been my turn. I was both thankful and apologetic to her. After all, I couldn't fulfill my promise yet. Without its owner, the dining hall had become an extremely empty place. It felt like its soul had left this world, or like its mind was elsewhere. It was noon, yet no one had eaten anything yet. I volunteered to make something, but Kinosuke said they couldn't trust me yet, so I refrained. The one who picked up the responsibility was Hashimoto-san. He could cook too? As it turned out, not really. He just made some plain vegetables boiled with some basic seasonings. It wasn't anything delicious. He wasn't perfect. He was simply a human who was a bit more fearsome than the rest. We couldn't leave the dining hall for the whole day. Yoshitsugu-kun wanted to be alone, but the poor guy wasn't even granted that. With the state he was in, everyone was worried that he would pull something, so they didn't make an exception even for him. How can a doting mother like that kill her own son? She said that when he went to the bathroom. It was an extremely normal question from a normal person. If Shemi was alive, she'd have probably said something like, "No one can resist God." I could now vaguely understand those words. The thing binding the people of Yasumizu, the thing lying dormant within Haruchan. It felt like it was closer than ever, just beyond the mist. Of course, no one answered Mamiya-san's question. There was something I wanted to ask Mochi. It wasn't something I could ask in public, though, and I didn't get a chance to have a secret chat with him. There were still people who were aware of you, so I would testify that you went back home and stayed there. When it was time to call it a day, he put some pressure on me. You're the one who's wary of me. Maybe, who knows? How great would it be if all my words were baseless? I agreed with him on that. He was right about a lot of things. However, he couldn't leverage it well. And this was despite his persuasiveness and connections. Why'd he lose? One of the reasons was underestimating the madness controlling Yasumizu and the unity the wolves shared. Yeah, like, if this was, like, the very first loop, I bet we would not have the knowledge to be able to outwit him at all. Even now, we're struggling to do that, but we understand what drives the people a lot more than Hashimoto does. And another reason was my ability to cheat death looping. Looking back at it, I made it this far despite failing to kill Yasunagi-kun once. I couldn't have cleared this game in one go if I didn't have the ability to use trial and error. Even so, the end was near. Okay. Dusk. Okay, so here we are. Good stuff. So I think I'm trying to figure out, like, the order of events here, because tonight we're gonna have to either frame somebody else as another wolf or choose somebody to be human, because we're running out of options. I think it only makes sense. Well, we're gonna probably have to try. Was Chikamochi one of the monkeys? No, I think he was. I think we're gonna have to paint Kiyonosuke and Rikako as the two remaining wolves. I think that's basically our only bet. So we're going to have to try and do that, and then I don't know if the numbers work out in our favor at that point or not. I don't think they do. So I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Let's see. We're killing Yuta Hashimoto. Okay, we're just going right for him. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we don't even have the opposition. Oh, this is actually kind of going fast. We found the opportunity to kill him, and we took it. The process was the same as always. We used the nearby farming tools to cut, stab, and crush him thoroughly. I wanted a more effective method, honestly. That was probably why Yasunagi-kun killed Takumi-san with the gun the first time around. However, I didn't want the method to give me away, and I wanted to prevent any dying messages like the one Shimi had falsified in that previous loop. Making an absolute mess of the body seemed like the most reasonable method. Was that thought born of madness? Of course it was. It was pure insanity. I ran circles in my mind to try and keep it stable enough to make at least somewhat rational decisions. Tearing apart the mountain of flesh was extremely hard work. Once done with it, Haruchan and I went back. Our discussion for what we do tomorrow was simple. Yoshitsugu-kun would use his crow powers to prove that Kari-san was a wolf. That would prove that I was a real snake. We'd hang a random somebody tomorrow and use the night to finally get rid of the crow. The day after tomorrow, there would be 6 people left. With the Badger on our side, we'd have 3 votes. But Mako keeps voting for us. I don't think we can count on the Badger's votes. That's a bit of a problem for us. Is Mako really the Badger? Most likely, though I'm not sure if she'd actually betray the humans if we revealed that we're the wolves. Why is she so antagonistic toward me? She's a maiden. Huh? Nothing. Well, I think it'll be alright. But to be sure, we should depend on something more reliable. Yeah, exactly. We should kill Rikaku Uematsu or Kinosuke Inasato and use the night to kill Moshi, right? You okay? I'm used to it. Boy, have I changed. I'm actually used to killing now. I wonder if I'll be able to live a normal life after this. You can atone for your sins or whatever. You're still underage. Would you be facing capital punishment? I don't know. Though I doubt they'd think it was involuntary manslaughter. Then let's run away. We talked about that yesterday, right? The sin is the same either way. Is it now? We'll meet again no matter what, right? Sorry, let me rephrase that. I'll be with you no matter what. She was making less and less sense to me. Don't say that you've fallen for me. It's uncool. Don't worry, I won't. It's uncool. Wow. I set her on the path of evil. Scolding her for something now is extremely uncool. I won't say it if it'll bother you. Hey, you should just do what you want. That's one of the perks of being evil. Then I'll just do what I want. Good. How about a kiss? As long as she doesn't show up. Surprisingly formal, are we? And there went your chance. You're so stingy. We parted ways. It was all smooth sailing from here. Yuta Hashimoto was dead, and Kari-san, the most problematic wolf, ended up leaving the stage in the best of ways. All that was left was some throwaway feasts. I thought we were on a roll. Okay, something's gonna happen. And soon discovered how naive I was. Oh no. Why? Oh, dude, I'm scared. I'm scared. I was gonna say, like, this is going so fast, but, like, there's too many people left for this to be, like, the end of the loop. But it's kind of yada-yadaing through it as if it's about to be. But who's going to rise to challenge us? I don't know. Oh, man. I'm excited. Hashimoto-san. Strangely enough, Mami-san didn't lose her composure upon seeing the pile of gore Hashimoto-san was reduced to. She stood frozen in place and her voice was shaking, but that was it. Maybe Chikamochi is going to pose a real problem for us. I could see that happening. The image of a woman trying to bear the shock and pain was both beautiful and moving. It seemed disingenuous to say that, considering I was the one responsible for her suffering, but I couldn't help how I felt. However, what she did next sent a chill down my spine. Oh, wait, she might be a problem. Oh, gosh. She ignored Hashimoto-san's body and walked over to a shirt Hashimoto-san had left lying in the corner of the hut. She moved the shirt to the side, exposing a camera. Oh, no. Were we recorded? Had he planned this with Mami-san ahead of time? I hadn't taken any precautions against that. While dismantling the body, we'd even talked to each other. I was going to say, we're covered in the outfits. They shouldn't know, but... Oh, if we talked. Oh, no. She skillfully manipulated the camera. Did I have to destroy it now? No. They're, like... The game is going to have something in place to, like, corrupt the image or something. It has to. And no, I'd have no excuse for that. The charade would be over. They have ways to take off, or, to take away our, like, wolf outfits with the blood on it and clean up crime scenes. Like, the game of the loop and the feast sort of protects the wolves from being discovered by normal means. So I have to assume that the camera's not going to work. Maybe we could try going wild like Chemi and Mochi did. What was the point of that? I had to survive. If I went wild by myself, Haruchan would. Again, what would be the point of that? She was just a girl you find anywhere. She got into a different situation, accepted a difficult reality, and learned from it just like anyone would. Even though it was hardly a normal form of growth, it was charming and beautiful to us men. That much was obvious, but it was worth protecting. Was it worth protecting with my own life? That question had to be answered with a no. However, I turned around and looked at Haruchan, standing at the end of the group. She had a knife in her hand. Haru? I slightly shook my head. After a moment of hesitation, she returned back to the murder scene. Okay. It was a foldable knife covered in blood, belonging to Hashimoto-san. I picked it up and used it when we were dismantling the body. No, that didn't mean anything to us. If I hadn't turned around, Haru-chan have surely went wild on her own. She was obviously going to protect me like that, even if it meant getting herself hanged. Oh man, I really like that, but I'd finally found the theoretical justification for scolding her properly. Up until this point, I'd still thought it important to consider what I'd do with her after the feast was over. I felt responsible for promoting her growth and making sure the evil girl blossomed properly. In the end, though, the emergency before us was no emergency at all. Alright, see? No good. A fixed camera? That's pretty bold. What did it show? Nothing, just the body. She threw the camera to me. I checked it. Apparently, it was a 2-hour-long record starting at 9 in the evening. The wolves will start at 10. Hashimoto-san was sharp as always. He even got the time right. I played the footage back, and like she said, it just showed a body. It was supposed to show him alive at the start, and then show us in the wolf outfits come in about 10 and start committing the murder. However, the video only showed a mountain of flesh and bone, lit up by the electric light. Was the time within which the wolves worked cut off from the rest of the world? Control through sleep, transformation through the real story, myths, corruption, death loops, and digital video problems. Was all this connected to God? I feel like it is like this other god, just like a god of time, like, essentially. Like, there has to be, like, something manipulating just, like, the flow of time and, like, the disruption of time and all that sort of stuff. Like, you know, our things get taken away or whatever. Maybe there's, like, a god that's, like, stopping time and doing stuff. Maybe we do our work while time is actually not moving. And then once we go to sleep, time resumes. Like, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. Gained a bunch of important info that brought me closer to the truth. That gave me a bad feeling, though. What if the truth and the subject of the fear were one and the same? What if I never reach the truth? No, we have to. A limitless mystery meant limitless fear. Mom was a wolf. Everyone reacted with relief or surprise. Yoshizuku-kun and I had reached the same conclusion. He seemed like the real thing, and it was hard to believe both of us were wolves. That meant that I told the truth, making me the real snake. I found another wolf today. Here we go. It's time for the kill shot. It's Kiyonosuke no Satoshi. Because it's going to be our word against his. Oh, baby. Let's go. Thus, my lies would work. What? That can't be. I'm a human. I see how it is. Haraki Fusaishi, you were a wolf all along. And that was why his overaction seemed like the pathetic struggling of a wolf. All that was left for me to do was lie until the end. I'm not lying. Yeah, he said the truth. I see. So you got rid of one of the wolves just so you could survive. Rikage-san, you're no wolf, are you? No, I'm not. Miss Mamiya, you... well... They both looked at each other with suspicion. There are only 2 wolves left, Kinosuke and someone besides themselves. Well, I understand your suspicions. There's only 6 people left. 2 are wolves and 1 is the badger. It won't end until all the wolves are hanged. The choices are hard to make, and all we have to rely on are the snake's messages. Also, the one who died last night was Hashimoto-san, who was antagonistic toward Fusaishi-kun last night. We weren't what I'd call enemies. His suspicions had a reasonable basis. In the end, even he voted for Kaori-san yesterday. He probably decided that she was a danger who had to be removed from the feast as soon as possible. He said I should be wary of you until the very end. It's entirely possible that you'd ordered Kaori-san to do something self-destructive. Mami-san, I thought you were with me at Hashimoto-san on the opinion that people aren't driven mad so easily. I've seen more than enough counter-arguments for that here, and it's possible that you were like that from the start. You could be insane enough to order her to do it like it was nothing, and she could have been insane enough to comply. And if that's true, we're being played like fiddles. I've had enough. I've had enough of being suspected no matter what I do. Of course you would be, you're a fake snake. And you're a fake human, we're the same, no one trusts either of us, we're unpopular outcasts. Ooh, who'll win this one? Chikamochi, you little... I believe Fusaishi-san, he even said that I'm human. Really? My intuition tells me that Hasan's pretty shady. Yeah, Chikamochi's onto us, Kinosuke could vote against us, Mamiya might be against us, it's gonna come down to... Oh my gosh, what if Mako... Dude, we're actually in a lot of danger. Because those 3 could still vote for us. And then all it takes is for... Rikaku-san to doubt us. Yeah, well, we're actually in a lot of danger here. Miss Mamiya, can I assume you don't believe him? She was conflicted, obviously. Rikage-san, you... I find it hard to believe that a wolf got rid of a wolf. But from my perspective, that's exactly what happened. The wolves are 2 mates and a child. There must be a strong bond between them. While we fear the mist, respect the feast, and find it acceptable to hang others for Yasumizu, the wolves would most likely help and protect one another. That may have been the original intent. Then maybe that was Kaori-san's self-sacrifice for the other wolves. Like hell! She was made into a wolf, forced to kill Aniki, and went insane. That's it. She wasn't thinking any evil shit. That was probably how I'd have been if I were a local. Perhaps Kaori-san might have been thinking something like that too. She died because of a bargain, her giving up on life and my sinister plotting. If Rikage-san was right and there was some sort of bond between the wolves, it didn't apply to us outsiders. Shimi had proven that last time when she cruelly used an outsider wolf as a sacrifice. Anyway, now that I had Rikage-san's and Yoshitsugu-kun's vote, I couldn't lose now. I had no idea what Mochi would do, but he could easily vote as we wanted him to, despite knowing it was a mistake. There was no need to worry. Chen, who are you voting for? Mister, are you a wolf? I'm saying I'm not. Oni-chan, you're human? I'm a monkey, that means I'm human. Oni-chan, I'm a human as well. Fusayuki-san, I'm a human. If you want to be friends with the wolves, then I can't be friends with you. Mako, please wake up. I hate you. Mako was actually kind of manageable. Interesting. We continued to argue for a while, but no one provided anything decisive. Noon came and everyone became hungry and exhausted. Even so, no one said that we should vote because it was clear to us all that the results would be inconclusive. If we continue like this, no one would be hanged, human or wolf. That'd mean their defeat. But anyone who suggested that we not vote would be considered a wolf. Thus, the only one who suggested we end it was Mako, but only because she was hungry. Time passed by, we didn't get anywhere. I'm hungry. How many times are you going to say that, brat? We do not have much time. We must clean up as well. If we not end it fast, it will be bad for us. You want the humans to lose just like that? The same will happen if we hang. Mommy-san, please, you just have to believe me. What am I supposed to do here? I'm getting tired. Here, why aren't we voting yet anyway? If you don't know, shut up. I don't expect anything from you. Hassan, why aren't we voting? Because the amount of people who'd vote for me and those who'd vote for him is the same. So Yoshi, Haruchan, Richan, and Hassan would vote for Uncle. I see. Right, okay. Why didn't anyone tell me that? It'd all be over if I just voted for him too. No, wait, that'd lead to the humans' defeat. If we're gonna lose, let's just get over with. Who cares if the wolves win? Kamoshida-sama, that is not something the monkey should say. Whatever, I'm an eccentric... You're just like him. Who? Who? Huh? Kinosuke's quiet, sad voice drew everyone's attention, not just Mochi's. You're just like the head of the family from 3 generations ago, your great-great-grandfather. What do you mean? The Nosato family is third in terms of importance. The Megurama are first, the Higuchi are second, and our standing in wealth doesn't even compare to theirs. With the recent advances in medicine and herbalism, our family trade grew useless over the years. However, we continue to survive as a head family because we focus on study and research following the mentality of the crow. Mentality of the crow? Devour the claws and steal the skills. Devour the eyes and steal the writings. Devour the tongue and steal the words. Offering those up to Fushiyoshi shall be as the will of the crow. Uncle Daddy said that mentality is a new word, so it's actually wrong. Do not bother me with that. Anyway, it means that we must contribute to our homeland through learning, even if it means preying on the dead and stealing knowledge. Fushiyoshi, is that the old name for Fujiyoshi? How's that related? Sorry. We survived by learning Western medicine, engineering, and technology before the other families. Most excellent. How unlike the Uematsu. You have my sympathies for going up with nothing but the burden of tradition. Now we survived through our dedication to learning, but there was a moment when the entire structure almost fell apart. That was the time of the head of the family from 3 generations ago. He was insane, but at the same time an unparalleled genius. He amassed incredible wealth by leaving the village and investing in businesses and markets no normal person could understand. Even the war was a business opportunity for him. But soon after that, he threw away all contracts and deeds and shut himself in the mansion in Yasumizu. While the main house was in severe financial distress, he spent the rest of the days here using his power as a village head to perform inhumane things. As far as I know, he killed animals by the dozen on a whim, just like you. Whoa. That's why you were disowned. They thought you were the second coming of your great-great-grandfather and that you bring ruin to Nosato. No, Fujiyoshi. And now you're here nonchalantly making a mess of this life and death situation. You don't deserve a single vote. You say that, but do you have any of the will of the crow in you? You're made an outsider, belittle Fujiyoshi, ridicule Yasumizu, and you don't even do proper work. Even I can sometimes shut up for everyone's sake, you know? Oh, I want him to shut up right now. Hassan, yes? I'll vote for Uncle. Relax and start the vote. Wait, is that really okay? Shut up, you spent all this time doing nothing but worry about what you think. We are running out of time. Let's start the vote. Damn it, damn it! Okay. So Chikamochi is going to help us out, even though he knows that he definitely shouldn't. These were the results. So Hisako Mamiya, Kinosuke Nosato, and Mako voted for Haruaki Fuseishi. Yep. See, Mako's voting against us. We can't count on her vote. While Yoshitsugu Oribe, Haru Makishima, Rikako Uematsu, so we did get Rikako on our side, Chikamochi Kamashido, and Haruaki Fuseishi voted for Kinosuke Nosato. 5 against 3. It was more difficult than I'd expected, but it was decided that Kinosuke Nosatoshi would be hanged. Though he didn't struggle much, Kinosuke muttered things under his breath the whole time. He was probably cursing me. How pathetic. I wanted to get this over with as soon as possible. I really did. We don't want him biting Hassan or something, so I'll be the one pushing him down. Yay! You little... Kamoshida-sama, allow me. Why make him happy? No, Satsama, I'm sorry things turned out this way. You truly believe I'm a wolf, I assume? Yes, I would not hang a human. Very well, you will eventually find out the truth and despair. Knowing what you will feel then makes me feel regret rather than anger. Oh, if only you were a wolf. Then I could have proudly died to keep you alive. With this, I will only be a shield that gives you a day or two more. My apologies. If I could take in the corruption and all of the poison, I would have done it long ago. You really need to treasure your heart and body more. I am merely doing this out of... I simply would find meaning in my own death. Haruaki Fuseishi, hear this. Your misdeeds will become known whether you win or lose. However, find whatever semblance of pride a villain like you may have, and stop doing things to make women cry. Since this is the last time we'll talk, let me clear this up. There's nothing between me and Rikako-san. Yes, indeed. Also, as you are aware, I'm not a wolf. Haha, what a circus this has been. Don't you wolves have guns or something? The suffering from that would be over in an instant. Please do shoot me. I'm willing to praise your excellent performance, but honestly, I've had enough. I've had enough of looking at your face, too. Fine by me. Just fucking go. You don't have to tell me that. May I? Please back away, Rikako-san. But, back away. I shall do this myself. She backed off. Ha! Ha! Gah! Until the very end, he was so pitiful. No, so human. He jumped, fell, and with a pathetic-sounding cry, stopped breathing. Everyone separately whispered, "Rise not," and left the graveyard. Things were going as always, until the moment. He's right. Whoo! Alright, you know what? This is good enough for a cliffhanger. I was going to wait until the night came, but I think this is good. I think we're going to have a sort of argument here with Mamiya here. And, yeah, I mean, I think... So, numbers-wise, we're going to be fine. We kill Yoshitsugu, so he can't confirm that Kinosuke was a crow. Unless the real spider's still alive. That could actually throw a wrench in things. If someone like Mamiya is the spider and figures things out, then she could, really mess it up. Or even if Uematsu is. So that is something that could still happen to throw us off. But if everything goes our way and we kill Yoshitsugu, then we have me, Haru, and then I assume Rikako would just be on our side. So that would be 3 against 2. Well, 3 against 3. No, because, yeah. And then Chikamochi is just kind of wants to get this over with. He's not going to fight against us. So we can kind of count him as a number, I think. We're kind of in dangerous territory, but I think it works out based on who's left. Mami is going to be the biggest problem, and if there's a spider between her or Uematsu. But yeah, I think we're getting closer to the end of the loop. Can we get there successfully? I sure hope so. But we'll see how it all goes, and I hope you're enjoying it. Look forward to more. If so, let me know, but I'll see you on the next time. So until then, peace out.